Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to discuss few questions from exercise 5.1 of class 12th mathematics. So let us start with question number 1. The question is like this: prove that the function fx equals to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equal to 0, x equal to 3 and x equal to 5. At these 3 points, we have to prove that this function is continuous. So, out of these 3 points, I am considering x equal to 3. For the rest of the 2, the method will be same. So, before we start this continuity, first of all we will check whether the function is defined at x equal to 3 or not. So, it is clear that when we put x equal to 3, then we will get a definite value. It means the function is defined. So we can say that the function is defined at x equal to 3 and its value is, this is 15 minus 3, that is 12. Okay. Now since the function is defined, so we can check the continuity. So we can start with limit x tends to 3, because we are just checking the continuity of this function at x equal to 3. Fx equals to what? Limit x tends to 3 and the function is 5x minus 3. So we can say that this is 5 multiplied by 3 minus 3, again 15 minus 3, that is 12. So we can say that limit x tends to 3, fx equals to f3. So by definition of continuity, we can say that this function is continuous at x equal to 3. So fx equal to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equal to 3. So for remaining 2 points, we can use the same method and prove that this function is continuous for x equal to 0 as well as for x equals to 5. Now, come to question number 5. In this, the question is like this: is the function defined by fx equals to x if x is less than equal to 1 and 5 if x is greater than 1 is continuous at x equals to 0, at x equals to 1 and at x equals to 2. For these 3 points, we have to check whether this function is continuous. So, we have to check at x equal to 1, x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. So I am starting with x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, it means this is less than 1. So we can say that this is the function. So this means x is less than equal to 1. It means the function is what? X. So with this same method as we have applied in question number 1, we can easily prove that this function is continuous at x equal to 0. So directly I am writing which is continuous at x equal to 0. Now at x equals to 2 means x is greater than 1. So the function is this 5, that is constant function. So we can say fx is 5, and as we know that the constant function is always continuous. So directly I am writing which is continuous at x equals to 2. Now we will check the continuity at x equals to 1. Means when we approach towards the 1 from the left side, from the right side, and at the point, if all the three values are same. Suppose this is 1. When we approach this 1 from the left side, means slightly less than 1, means 1 minus, and approach towards this 1 from the right hand side means slightly greater than 1, that is 1 plus, and at this point, that is x equal to 1. If all the three values are same, then we can say that the function is continuous. So for this we will find LHL, means left hand limit, then right hand limit, means when we approach at this point from the right side, and the value at x equal to 1. If all the three are equal, then we can say that the function is continuous. So first of all we will find this left hand limit. So left hand limit, it means limit x tends to 1 minus, it means slightly less than 1. Fx equals to limit x tends to 1 minus. Now for slightly less than 1, it means x is less than 1, the function will be x. So this is x. Now we are considering slightly less than 1. So suppose that small quantity is h, and that h is approximately equal to 0. So we can write this as limit h tends to 0. Now we can write this as 1 minus h. In place of this x, we will write 1 minus h. Why? Because x tends to 1 minus, means slightly less than 1. And slightly less than 1 means something that is very small. So I am considering this h is the quantity which is very small. So when we subtract h from 1, then it means we are approaching from left, and this h is what? Approximately 0, means tends to 0. So in place of x, so x is what? X tends to 1 minus. When I am writing 1 minus h, so this is 1 minus h, it means when h tends to 0, then what? X tends to what? 1. Now by using the property of limit, when we solve this, we will get 1. Okay? Now, right hand limit. For right hand limit, we will write limit x tends to 1 plus fx. It means limit x tends to 1 plus. Now, slightly more than 1, slightly greater than 1. So when x is greater than 1, the function is what? 5. Means constant function. So in this, no need to write h. Directly we can write the answer is 5. Now since the left hand limit and the right hand limits are different, so we can say that left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. It means the function is not continuous. So we can say that this implies that fx is discontinuous at x equals to 1. So when these two are not equal, no need to find the value of the function at the point. So directly we can say that for this function, the point of discontinuity is x equals to 1. Now come to question number 6. This is the function 2x plus 3 if x is less than equal to 2 and 2x minus 3 if x is greater than 2. So for this function, we have to find the points of discontinuity. In these questions, we are given the points. At the given points, we have to check the continuity. But in this question, no point is given. So, we will look at this condition. It means the real number line is divided into 3 parts. Left of 2 means less than, right of 2 means greater than 2, and add 2. This is add x equal to 2. This is what? When x is greater than 2, this when x is less than 2. So these are the 3 partitions of this number line. So we will check for these 3. So for this x less than 2, when x is less than 2, it means the function is what? 2x plus 3. fx is 2x plus 3. So by the method that we use in question number 1, directly we can prove that this function is continuous. So directly I am writing which is continuous at x less than 2. So take any point less than 2, and for all the points this function is continuous. So no need to prove this. Now for when we can say x is greater than 2 for this partition, it means x is greater than 2. So the function is what? fx equals to 2x minus 3. The same thing for any point greater than 2, the function is continuous. So we can write which is continuous at x is greater than 2, or you can say for x is greater than 2. So for these two partitions, no need to prove. Automatically the function is continuous. Now the main point is x equal to 2. At x equal to 2, we will apply this method, means we will find the left hand limit, then find the right hand limit. So for left hand limit, we can write limit x tends to 2 minus. It means we are approaching to this point from the left side, and this 2 minus means slightly less than 2. So we can write what? This x is less than 2. It means the function is what? 2x plus 3. So we can write limit x tends to 2 minus, this is 2x plus 3. Now the small quantity that we are subtracting from 2 is h. So we can write limit h tends to 0, and in place of this x we can write 2 minus h. 2 minus h plus 3. When we simplify this, we will get limit h tends to 0. This is 4 minus 2h plus 3. When we put h equals to 0, then the answer will be 7. It means the left hand limit is 7. Now the right hand limit x tends to 2 plus fx. It means x is what? Greater than 2. Greater than 2 means what? The function is 2x minus 3. So we can write limit x tends to 2 plus, and this is 2x minus 3. Now this means slightly more than 2. It means we are approaching from the right side, and that small quantity is h. So we can write h tends to 0, and this is 2 plus h. We can write 2 plus h in place of x, because here we have 2 plus. It means slightly more than 2. So 2 plus h. When we simplify this, we will get 4 plus 2h minus 3. So when we put h equals to 0, we will get 1. Now look, these two are different. So we can say that left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. So the function is discontinuous at x equals to 2. So the function fx is discontinuous at x equals to 2. It means the point of discontinuity for this function is x equals to 2. For these types of function, this simple method, means by the definition, is appropriate. No need to use these methods. These methods are used when the function is divided into parts, or we can say that the domain is divided into parts. The domain has different partitions. Then we will use this method. But for this question also, we can use this method. Means in place of this we can write 3 minus h and 3 plus h, and both the values will be same. But for these questions, no need to do like this. But for these questions, we have to find the left hand limit and right hand limit.